Joe and I were just going to be moving forward and back, and Joey's going to match my step. Yeah, so I'm going to go forward, Joe's going to go back, and I just want you to find this rhythm, okay, guys? So it's going to be exactly the same for now. Like, you can't really do this to count, so you're going to do 3 each end. The idea is like, once you sort of get into that rhythm, once I'm forward from here, I'm just going to take that front hand down and go again. Yeah? So you're trying to read it. So I'm attacking on the forward when Joe is on his back foot. Yeah. So like I say, it's going to be light, do 3 each. Take your time. Yeah. Find that rhythm. So like I know you often don't like fight like this, but you do often fight when you're sort of in that rhythm. So as soon as I'm forward, I'm just going to keep going. Yeah. Take that front hand down. Punch the axle. Yes, everyone got that. So it's really important, guys. Like 2 main points, yeah? First point, from the movement, I don't want to be able to tell when you're going by something changing, yeah? Just nice and light, and then going forward, yeah? Don't change what you're doing with your feet. Because, yeah, as soon as I change what I'm doing, Joe's going to be on alert, yeah? He may not know what I'm doing, but he knows I'm thinking about coming, yeah? So I've just got to be nice and relaxed, like we're in this rhythm, we're not in punching range, both relatively at ease, and then when it's relaxed, I'm just going to go. That's the first thing, yeah? Try not to change it. And the second thing, it is not forward, back, and then in, yeah? It is forward, back, forward, and go. Yeah? So you don't want to be, the idea is, like, I'm moving backwards, yeah? So, like, I'm going to end up reaching, like, my weight's going back. I want to be, when I'm off that front foot, then shooting in, yeah? So think in. Yeah? Yeah, guys, so remember, light on your toes here. Like I just said some now, I don't want to be able to hear you. Yeah? You're light on your feet, balls of feet, so you can easily change direction, change legs. As soon as your heels come down, you become a lot more immobile. Yeah, so make sure you're light on your toes. Remember, all the steppings for now is forward and back. Yeah, both feet moving all the time, not apart. Not this. Together. Yeah. 3 with the left, 3 with the right. Well, go. Some of you, where you are like snapping, it's almost like the snap of the punch is slowing you down. So it's like from here, some of you, and like it will lead into the second point, but like you're punching and you're snapping, it's like you're not where you're so thinking about snapping it back, you're not reaching the target yet, you're more concerned with the snap than actually landing the punch. Yeah? So the most important thing when you're trying to hit someone is to hit them. Yeah, like competition, you're not going to score. If you're fighting, it's not going to work. Yeah, so regardless of what else you're trying to do, you are trying to hit the target. Yeah, so though of course we have to have a snap to score to get our hands back to where they can be used. Yeah, you have to reach the target first. That's the first point. And the second point, I think, where maybe it's my fault for not explaining, but I am not going forward and then just punching from where I am unless I can reach. Yeah. But like it's forward, back, forward, and then in again. Yeah. So the feeling is like forward and then chasing down. Yeah. So this step, I'm keeping like, remember, as I go in, that back foot, though the distance is remaining the same, my back foot is increasing my range. Yeah. Which enables me to have that. Yeah. So not just falling on top of them, yeah? Push it again. Okay. So now it's going to be that same feeling, yeah? So Joe is pressuring as he comes now. Just take that back foot back and then counter. Okay? So the feeling is like maybe I'm on the edge, I'm waiting in, and then counter punch, yeah? What I am not doing is leading. Yeah? I am riding it back and then counter punching. Okay, guys? So I'm trying to keep my front foot still. Yeah, I don't have that distance. I'm right on the edge. Joe's pressuring. I don't know what's going. Just cover block and then counter. Okay, guys? Defender, you are not staying on the spot. It's not that. That is something we can do. This is not that. Yeah. I am back and then in. Yeah. Because Dave, you just got smacked in the face. Because remember, they are just flying in. Yeah. They are flying in. You don't know what's coming. Like, so you're just there. Maybe they've caught you off guard, and you're just covering, and then going straight back in. Yeah. 3-3 change 3-3. Go. This is obviously a very set drill. I know Joe is trying to punch you in the face. And so many of you, your guard is down here. Yeah. I mean, for competition, people say this is a really bad place to have your hands. Anyway, yeah, like people going to be punching you in the face, trying to kick you in the face. Like, so you want to have your hands in a much more sort of like at least midsection anyway. But Dave, especially, like you're fighting people who are taller than you. You know they're punching you in the face, and your hands are starting down here. So you have to bring them all the way up by which time they've already hit you. Yeah, like you know what they are doing, and often when you are fighting people, they have their 2-3 favorite things that they will just throw again and again and again and again. If someone is constantly trying to punch you in the face, put your hands in front of your face. If someone is constantly throwing body shots, put your hands in front of your body. If someone is testing you and going all over the place, then obviously you need to adjust. But it's a Jodan punch coming at you, and you stood there like this, and then you're surprised when you get smacked in the face. Yeah? Put your guard where you need it, so when that punch comes, you're ready to come straight back in. Yeah? Just be a bit cleverer with how you're fighting. Yeah? Bell, like I say, we are taking that back. So Joe is leaping in, so I'm wanting to come back, yeah, and then coming back in. So Joe is doing this really elongated steps. So I need to match it. If you're only doing sort of like this very small thing, then Joe is just going to keep going. Yeah, the idea is again, I am trying to match what's coming, and then score back. Yeah, don't like again. This is fine, but it's not what we're practicing. Yeah, we practice that a lot. Now we're practicing something different. Yeah, like more tools we have in our arsenal, the better for us. Yeah, so I want to ride that punch and then come back in immediately. Yeah, points. Like again, going back to what we were talking about guards. So Dave, sorry to pick on you, but I just saw you do it. So for instance, like again, Dave is one of the short ones in the class. Well, say now, kids there, you're almost tall. But again, similar, yeah. So particularly where Joe is taking this front hand, if my guard is on his, like if my guard is on Joe's inside, which a lot of you is, like Joe doesn't even have to come, he literally just has to go straight forward. Yeah? So I'm making it easy for you. Yeah. So again, your guard is your first defense. Yeah. Like, so I want my hands here. So Joe has to struggle to come around the outside. If he throws that back punch, like it's such a small movement I have to do. If he throws a chew-down punch, such a small movement. If he throws a Joe-down kick, I don't even have to move it. Yeah, guys? So your guard is like your first defense. Yeah, so make sure this is depending on who you're fighting and what they're doing. Make sure it where it has to be so that when it comes, you are prepared. Yeah. Last one. Go! So, for instance, like that's the scenario you've just said there. So Joe is taking my hand down. So I'm riding and then coming back, yeah? And that's the point we were making. If I just try and stand toe to toe and hit, like I'm not gonna win that clash. Yeah. Like say we do often do stuff like this where Joe comes in and I try and out time him. But in this instance, if Joe takes that front hand and I try and do it, like even if I hit it, the referee in competition is going to give the score to Joe all day long. Yeah, all day long. And he probably is going to reach me first. Yeah. So that is why I'm out and then coming back in. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, if we just do one thing constantly, like it may be good for some situations, maybe good for some situations, some situations, not every single one. Yeah, guys, that's why it's really, really important to practice all of these different things. Yeah. We're going to be close, yeah? So Nat and guys, I'm sure at some point in competition, there's been a situation where you come in with this clash, you're sort of close, so you're going to be here. On the count, this is going to be a reactionary thing. We're going to send our right leg back, break, and then shoot that gap two. Okay, guys? So now we're trying to win that secondary clash, yeah? So the idea is Joe and I got in with close on the count, out and in. Yeah? We'll do it lightly start. Thank you, Joseph.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yes.
Now you go.
I'm going again.
Yeah.
So it's that same idea. The person initiating is either going to push away and kick, push away, and come with that shoot out wash again. Okay? If I want to do that front leg, do I want to push back and then make the skip? No, because again, the idea is like we're in this clash, and then by the time I've done that, Joe's coming back in with his technique there. So if I want to throw that Joe down, I just want to be in a range where I can just lift and kick, yeah, whether that's from my step or getting that push and then lifting. Yeah? If Joe's guard is up, like I need to find a way around the arm, yeah? So make sure like that's in the way, like just maybe have a little like that turn of the hip that gets your foot around the target, yeah? With the chew down, with the wash again, like if Joe's arm is where it is, yeah, from this push, very easy for me to come on that outside line and then come round, yeah. Referees, like particularly not very good referees, will just not score that if there's a touch of elbow, yeah. So you have to sell it, yeah. Thank you, Joe. Again, go. Again, in this situation, like you're in this clinch, like the idea is like it's that instant, yeah. You're trying to catch Joe off guard. Like that front leg is quicker, but as we've seen, perhaps it's a little bit harder to land. Particularly if you are in this clinch, like if Joe tries to throw that front foot, like there's a chance my arms are going to be like up and ready. Yeah? So like that back leg, just switch and kick, and like with that push. Hopefully you'll have enough time here if you're quick to get around. Yeah? So again, we are in this situation. We're close. This way, yeah. My left leg is going that way. My right side is dropping at the same time. My right foot. It's going to score. Yeah. Okay. Like, obviously, the legs is the bit you're thinking about, but don't forget at the same time. Yeah. Like again, we clashed. We're in this clinch, so I want to use everything to take them down, yeah? So don't forget about that. Don't forget about that movement of the arms.